The Signal King back again, breaking down another trade that got us to the 21-week winning streak. As you can see, now we change this 0 to a 1, and now we go for the 22nd week winning streak. Remember, guys, we're very close to our 10K sub goal. Once we reach this goal, I'm going to be giving 10 of you guys a challenge so you could trade on. So make sure you guys are subscribed, and let's get right into it. Okay, so when I come to sit down at 8:30 in the morning to trade, this is what I'm presented with. So now the first thing that we got to do is mark the highs and lows of days. Now, the rules for this is pretty simple. It's the highest and lowest point between Frankfurt to New York session. But if you guys want the exact rules for this and my settings for this indicator, check out the video called How to Mark the Highs and Lows of Days Correctly. I give you guys my exact rules with all the adjustments for the indicator. Now, the indicator isn't really an indicator. It just lets us know what each session is started and when it ended. So now we got the high of day, low of day. And then now we need to mark the previous high and previous low of day, which is 2 previous trading days than the day that we are trading from. So if we are trading on Tuesday, the previous high and previous low of day is going to be the highest and lowest point from Friday's price. So we got the previous high of day there. Now let's mark the previous low of day down here. Previous low of day right here. Now, even though we're a scalper, we still got to do our top-down analysis and see what's going on in the market. That's how we know what's actually going on. Because even though we get scalper entries on the lower time frames, the point is to go with the market direction and where it's going. Or not market direction, but go with the flow of the market. So for example, notice how price is finding demand here. We have a weekly demand, but notice how we're going to be refining this zone once we go on the lower time frame. So we have a weekly demand right here. And then notice how we go on the daily time frame and it refines to this area right here. And then we already touched this area. So now we got to find the next demand. And then now when we go to H4, this is the next target for price. Notice how we have this void to be filled that created the push to the upside. So this is the next target for price. This H4 demand that created this push to the upside. And what do we have here? We have price setting us up with an area of supply right here on H4. But even though we have the higher time frames telling us that we are selling on the higher time frame, when we go down to the lower time frames like the M15 and we turn on our session-based indicator, I sent a buy to this day. Why did I send the buy? I'm gonna break it down for you guys because notice how we come to sit down, we have our previous session giving us this push to the upside. We have an M15 demand in confluence with the high of day. How I told you guys, whenever you have a higher low of day in confluence with an area supplier demand, it is a higher probability trade to take. So we have the M15 in confluence with the high of day, and we have the M5 as well. So this is multiple time frame confluences from an area supplier demand created in our session or our previous session. So automatically we could place a buy limit here. So I placed a buy limit here and I sent a buy limit in the signal group with a 10 pip stop loss and so I sent a buy limit here and this trade gave a 1 to 2. Now a lot of people probably held this trade and closed with a 1 to 3, and you guys are going to see how as soon as New York session opens, notice how price pulls back into this area, price touches our order, literally activates it by a hair, and then you can see that that's where the volume comes off of. We secured this trade with a 1 to 2, and whoever held this trade honestly probably could have got a 1 to 3, how I mentioned. Notice how price kept going up, and then literally right here, you're gonna got the 1 to 3. All right, so you guys are seeing week after week, nothing changes in the strategy. That's what has us on the 21-week winning streak. Now, if you guys want to be part of this winning streak and be part of the signals, make sure to click the link down below and check us out where you can see the previous 6 months results in the signal group week after week. Also, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram and in the free Telegram where I drop loads of value every single day. Make sure you guys are subscribed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.